Hello, it's Amy with Just a Little Ink. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up, and I'm here today to share with you a simple card layout using designer series paper and the Many Messages stamp set and the coordinating dies. Well, actually, it's a coordinating die that goes with it. It cuts out all of these little stamp images. It's not quite true to size, which is why you're seeing it different here. And it just makes it where you have a bunch of greetings that you can keep on hand, all kinds of different occasions. I put a lot of them in different colors in a little jar to keep on my stamp desk. I've also made, so you can see, this one is a sympathy card. And I'm going to be using, I have to look for a second here, the Beauty of the Earth Designer Series papers. They're all of our images are our papers that are much more busy. This is a great layout. I've used the art gallery or fine art paper that's in our January to June mini catalog for these other cards, but they're just, every one of them looks different, but it is so fun. And it doesn't take very much to make this card at all. So I've got a half a sheet, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4 of basic white thick cardstock. I've used a piece of Mary Merlot. I'm taking colors that are in the paper. Mary Merlot, this is 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. I've taken then Night of Navy, 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. It'll layer on top of there. And then I have a piece of the Beauty of the Earth Designer Series paper. It's 4 7/8 inches wide by 3 3/4 inches tall, and we're going to cut these in 1 5/8 inch strips to put on the front. For my greetings, so that I can get one sheet of all of the greetings at one time, I figured out that a 6.5 inch by 5 inch piece of basic white paper, or whatever neutral or colored paper you want for your greetings, works the best. I will have all of these measurements on my blog, justalittleink.com, along with a link to this video, as well as some other additional photos of all the other cards that I've made with this same layout. You can order, if you do not already have a demonstrator. I can be your demonstrator if you live in the United States. If you live in a different country that Stampin' Up! Is in, please seek out a demonstrator near you. But if you do not have a demonstrator and you live in the United States, I would love to be yours. You can order anytime on my website at justalittleink.stampinup.net. And finally, if you have not already subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would so appreciate it if you would do that. And if you haven't clicked on that bell so that you're receiving notifications every time I post a new video, I would so appreciate it if you would do that. So with that, let's get started. I'm going to pull out my Stamparatus because it is the easiest way to get these images. So I'm going to take my piece of paper and line it up. I try to avoid this corner. So I'm going to come up and over. I have just enough room to put one of my magnets down in the corner. I'm going to ink with Night of Navy ink. This is such a great all-occasion stamp set. Well, it's a stamp. It's not even a stamp set. Could make a great background. I'm going to come down. I need to make sure I'm out of the corner here. I'm a little too close. Come down. Make sure I don't get in the way here. Yeah, I think I'm still going to get out of the way. There we go. I think I went a little too far over. Pull it up. I don't quite have my upper images, so I need to put a little more pressure. The beauty of the Stamparatus is that you can keep coming up and down until you get the inking that you're looking for. In this case, I think I'm good. Pull it off. I'll clean that later with one of my Simply Chamois. So then I would lay it onto and you notice I didn't come as far over here as I should have. And so it doesn't line up quite right here. So if I did not come over quite as far, I'd get everything. But when I then run it through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, helps to have a piece of washi on 2 different parts to keep it from moving around. Run it through, and when you come out, you end up with a whole sheet of lots of different greetings, all occasion greetings. So I'm going to choose one of these images. I've just pulled out a couple because I think I'd like it to be a birthday card. So to assemble this card and show you how fast it goes, I've already scored this, so I'm going to go ahead and fold it along the score line with my bone folder. Set that aside. Well, I don't even need to set it aside. I'm going to take my Stampin' Seal and attach my 2 layers. So I've told you I had a piece of Night of Navy. I'll layer it onto my piece of Merry Merlot. There's just a 1/8 of an inch border that goes around all of this. Those 2 pieces I can go ahead and attach to the front of my card. This is the quickest group of cards. You can make so many with this layout in varying color combinations based on your designer series paper. So then I told you that I have this piece that's 4 7/8 by 3 3/4, and so I'm going to pull out my paper trimmer. And I'm going to put this left edge at the 1 5/8 inch mark. So one of those 1/8 inch marks beyond, and then scoot it across. Repeat it one more time, 1 5/8. Want to keep the pattern so that I know what direction I cut all of that. Some are easier to line up than others. Set that out of the way. And then what I found works the best is I start on the left, put some adhesive, a little more there. I'm going to line this piece up along this edge. Again, there's just an 1/8 of an inch border. Come here. And I'm going to take the far right piece, do the same thing with it. Try to make it easier to line up. Come in just like so. And then finally I'll stick the middle piece this Beauty of the Earth paper is so beautiful. And I kind of think it has kind of a masculine feel. So I'm going to line up that center panel. Push this one down a little bit more. There we go. Like so. And then I think I'm going to use this happy birthday here. Then I'm going to just take some mini dimensionals, stick them on the back. Again, when you have the many messages stamp set, you get so many different all occasion greetings, and it makes for quick cards. And so with this, I'm going to line up my happy birthday wherever I want to put it. I think I like it right about here. Like so. I can write in the inside. I could add a second greeting from the same stamp set, whatever I'd like to do. Super quick. I do want to remind you before you go that there are a couple promotions going on right now. One of them is the Join Plus. You end up with $155 in free merchandise. Well, I shouldn't say with free merchandise. In merchandise for only $99. The sign-up fee to join Stampin' Up! Is $99, but you'll get an extra $30 through the end of May. The other thing that's going on right now is the Connect, Craft, and Collect. And if you have a party or you place an order of $250 or more between May the 4th through June the 14th, you receive an extra $25 in free merchandise. So it's a great special, great way to group some orders from you and your friends and family. Or maybe you just have a large order with our new catalog. Any questions about these, please feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to answer them. And with that, I'll look forward to seeing you in my next video. Thanks again for joining me. Have a great day.